bored. Why not? We'll put this on the archive channel. This could be fun. Yeah, I'm curious if this is actually going to be possible. What's the big item case? Like, it's 15 by... What is it? 15 by 8, I think? If I remember rightly. So, well, I'm curious if you actually have enough room for every single herb in the game. 8, 12? Okay, so you're a few hours behind. Cool. Yeah, let's go regular costume. Most important question, though.
What are you selling?
What weapons do we use?
Thank you.
Should we keep the TMP? Yeah, why not? I haven't used the TMP on a full run in a while. Let's go hand cannon, that's always a fun weapon.
Thank you.
We'll go bolt action, because we are the sophisticated type.
Thank you.
And you know what? For funsies, let's buy the scope.
What are you buying?
I never buy the scope for the rifle. I really don't like upgrading the reload speed, though.
What are you buying?
The animation on it just does not look good.
Is that
Man. Holy crap. There's
Thank you.
some expensive upgrades right there for the hand cannon. Not done that in a while. Alright, let's organize this case, shall we? Let's go like that. Pop the scope up there. And then when I get the thermal scope, I can put that right next to it. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the scopes. I feel like they affect like the handling of the aiming in a way that I'm just not a fan of. And also, I've never actually tested it, but it feels like they make the hitbox of the bullet actually smaller. You know, generally the rifle hitbox is super generous. I feel like these, you know, kind of make it a bit smaller than normal. It does look cool though, with the scope on. Man, you really can zoom in though. Whoops. I just thought, let me put that. I'll put that there, because then when I go to equip it, I'll just keep taking the stock off the TMP. So. I'm going to try and use this for like a pseudo kill-all practice run. I just thought I should have bought a first aid spray, because I don't really want to get dynamic herbs on this run. So, where's the first aid spray? It's for quite a while actually. Never mind. Never mind. We'll leave the item case for a bit, because I'll be selling the vast majority of what I get. I'll just be selling, so that's always a herb, I think. So. Downloaded RE5 Gold Edition just for mercenaries. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'm really tempted to do that. I haven't gotten back to it yet on PC. And I think, you know, I'm gonna have to go through everything again anyway. So, I just figured why not just do it on PS5. RE5 Gold, that's not the, that's like the PS3 collection though, right? That's not the remaster. Or is it? I can't remember. Nice. Yeah, I just thought you get hand cannon ammo is super common, isn't it? So. I'm pretty sure that's always a herb. Handgun bullets. It's annoying that you get a lot of handgun ammo and you don't have a pistol. The game really doesn't like you not having a pistol. Don't point at me. How rude. Alright, No TMP ammo yet, which is surprising. So yeah, we're going to try the full run tomorrow. I should be able to start about 12. I want to try and start... I mean, if I can start earlier, I will. Because, you know, 8-hour run. I did practice a few things this morning. Namely Krauser and the bots and the 2 guys in the church. I'm just going to flashbang them. Because I was wondering what to use some incendiaries on. And I was thinking, you can kill the dogs at the start. Like, super, super easy. If you just throw 2 incendiaries. Because I think I sold incendiaries last time. Which was a bit of a waste. So I'm just going to use 2 incendiaries there. And we will be fine. But yeah. You know what? Give this guy some extreme level Okazumi. Nice. That's an odd pattern. I think that's because I killed him so quick. Usually they have a bit of time to catch up to you, so... Man, that hand cannon looks freaking good in-game. I don't think I've actually used the hand cannon with the HD mod. Should I grab that? Nah, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's not get a shotgun. Why not? TMP will be our shotgun. I just thought I forgot to make my chat window a lot bigger. I'll do that in a minute. I gotta stop hitting that. Well, you know, man. You didn't knock. There we go. Oh, that's just really fun. Played RE2 with first-person mod. I did not know that had a first-person mod. Can we trick it to gauge where I need to stand? Yeah, I can imagine it would be. I don't know. Maybe the hand cannon's a little bit too OP. I don't need to go and... Well, yeah, I only need to grab... I only need to pick up the herbs. I don't need to grab anything else, so... what else had a first... I saw something else had a first-person mod. It might have been the Evil Within. I think the Evil Within had a first-person mod as well. I'm not sure if it was 1 and 2, but I did see that on Steam. There was a first-person mod for that. Yeah, I need an egg or something to heal, because I don't want to use any herbs. No herbs. I might try RE8 again when the... because that first-person thing is just an update, I think, isn't it? There's no herbs in here. It'd be cool to play through that again as well. Might get some sound bites from the merchant, actually. I can't remember his name. What's the merchant's name in RE8? Or is it just the merchant? I don't remember. I feel like he has a name though. There's one more herb around here. And there's no herbs in that house. There we go. I know there's at least 27 full mixes. Duke, that's it. That's it. I knew it. Yeah, I knew he had a name. The Duke. What should we call the merchant in this game? Gerald. There you go. That's the merchant's name in RE4. It's official canon. egg would be nice. Yeah, I forgot about dude, because dude's massive, isn't he? He is good, though. I do like the merchant in RE8. It's a good nod, you know, to this game, but he's very much his own character, which I like. He's not just, you know, a clone of this merchant. Ah, thank you for the egg. I can't remember if you can... I think you can buy a first aid spray, can't you? If you've only got herb mixers. Don't be a wise guy. It's a well-made bookcase. I think there's a couple of herbs in here, isn't there? Oh. Or maybe not. No, I thought there was at least a herb in there. Well, that might be when you come back through here, actually, I think. I can't remember. I think you can grab... If you're quick enough, I think you can grab that before it falls into the water. I'm not 100% sure on it, though. Because it's only worth $1,000 if it's dirty. Same with the pocket watch. There's much else going on R8. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it is, because I think that isn't the first person thing an update, because there's an update, you know, kind of with the DLC, isn't there? But I'm not sure what's what. All right, I'm only gonna keep my incendiaries here, I think. I really should get around to playing the mercenaries too, because apparently Mercs in RE7 and 8 is really good. I should probably get around to playing it in RE6 too, because it's, again, it's supposed to be really good in that. Have a mercenaries marathon. Because all the Mercs modes are good, to be fair. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sure 7 and 8 are good, it's just yet to play them. I guess in a way you could say RE0 has a mercenaries mode, but it's Leech Hunter, which I don't remember all that well actually. I can't remember like what the hook is in Leech Hunter. Nice. RE0 is a black sheep. I don't know, I feel like Code Veronica is more the black sheep of Resident Evil. I think RE0 has aged the worst out of any of the classic Resident Evils by far. Like, that game is fucking... That's an easy platinum, you know, an easy max achievements. Because I got the RE collection on the Xbox, like, ages ago. Because it was super cheap. And I thought, oh yeah, cool, that'll be a good excuse to go back and get all those achievements. Played through RE0 once, and I thought, I'm not playing this again. I don't know, man. That game needs item boxes. The whole putting items on the floor... It's a good idea in theory. You know, for the time, it was interesting. It's, oh, this is kind of new. If people could just mod item boxes into that game, I'd actually play it a lot more. Like, the no item boxes is killer in that game. I can't stand it.
Feeble human.
I love Code Veronica though. You know. Cultured people of the world, you know. Sophisticated people. Appreciate Code Veronica. It's an amazing game, and I still hope one day we get a remake of that. I don't think we will, but you never know. They're gonna run out of other Resident Evils to remake eventually.
A selection of good. What are you selling?
You can only re-release Resident Evil 4 so many times. I didn't want to sell all of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, can you buy... No, I don't think so. Because you want to bet, like, there's the RE4 remake, and then we'll get the RE4 remake, and then for the next gen, like PS6 and Xbox Series, whatever the hell they call the next Xbox, we'll get like an RE4 remake HD remaster. Yeah, eggs are going to be like my only health, really, so. Yeah, I didn't actually mean to sell all that ammo.
What are you buying?
Actually, is that even enough? Right. Man, the capacity upgrades for the hand cannon are surprisingly cheap. Man, yeah, you really can zoom in a lot with the. Yeah, see this? Look how sensitive this is. I'm not a fan of that. I must admit, me no like. Man, it does make this like child's play though. How come do rate me? They do, yeah. You know, I mean, I wouldn't mind it if they remade. Oh, I don't know, Shadow of Rome. You know, where's my Shadow of Rome remake? I just thought it'd actually be better to have these the other way around, like that. I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm gonna actually fill that up, but. Yeah, Shadow of Rome remake would be sick. I know they did remake Onimusha. Well, not remake Onimusha 1. You know, they did like an HD thing for it. But, you know, there's 3 other Onimusha games, Capcom. You know, just saying. There's 3 more. What's up, Genji? Hey, what's up, hello? That's close. Why should I be the next Miss Universe? I mean, isn't it obvious? Shit. That was close. Thanks. I was being greedy there. Was he really on step on me? I mean, give it time. Yeah, I guess there'll be, I guess those memes will come out when we see more of it. Yeah, thinking about that actually, they put out another promo thing, didn't they, for the remake? You think that it's out relatively soon? Would have thought they'd start promoting that quite a bit, really. Maybe I don't know. If I was them, I probably would wait until the Callisto Protocol is like out before I started like really pushing it. So, I really want to play Bayonetta 3. I am going to play Bayonetta 2. That's something I am definitely going to do over the next like few weeks. I'm definitely going to replay that because my Wii U is hooked up. I don't know if I'll stream it because streaming Wii U games is kind of weird. But yeah, I'm definitely going to play that because it's been way too. I've had Bayonetta 2 in my backlog for far too long. The only thing is, I've heard a lot of bad things about Bayonetta 2. Apparently it's, you know, nowhere near as good as the first one. But that said, having played through the first one a little while ago, the first one is a bit dated, to be fair. No, I don't have a Switch. I've got a Wii U. I've not got a Switch. Because there is a couple of things on the Switch I'd really like to play. Namely, funnily enough, the DMC3 that's on Switch, because that has like on-the-fly style switching. I know you can do that on the PC version with a mod, but I don't have DMC3 on PC. So yeah, like, I'd like to play that. That'd be cool. I'd really want to play Bayonetta 3. And there's a couple of other things on Switch that are escaping me right now. Deadly Premonition 2. I'd like to play that. Yeah, mainly just Bayonetta 3. The sole reason I own a Wii U is Bayonetta 2. But I got a Wii U, you know, second-hand, pretty cheap. So, go away. Get out of here with that shit. Bayonetta 2's a pretty bad seat. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, I wasn't, like, you know, god tier at Bayonetta. That's pretty decent, but I wouldn't say I was, you know, amazing at it. Get off here. Ah, I love doing that. Is he a bomb guy? Oh my god, yes. Get out of here. Oh, this game is amazing. It's so good. I thought I should reload this. Yeah, so what is it about Bayonetta 2? Like, is it just hella easy? Because, say I didn't play Bayonetta 1 a shitload. I've beat that game on very hard, you know, like it's infinite climax mode. Which is a great name for a difficulty. And then I beat it again on the like Vanquish and Bayonetta collection. And that's it really. I did unlock a lot of the extra stuff in the first game, but you know, I didn't go crazy with it and like, you know, pure platinum every mode and all that stuff because I was at university when it came out, so I just really didn't have the amount of time to put into a game like that. 100% that would have. If you disliked enemies parrying you in the original... Oh, so they just never parry you then? They forgot how to do that? I'm getting a lot of TMP ammo from these kills. And handgun ammo. Tons of enemy spam parries. Less nuanced weapons. OP double trigger light mode. Less back and forth in fights. Over reliance in which time. Ranks suck to get. Oh, okay. This is my house. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, that... that's... I must admit, that doesn't exactly, excite me about playing it. So, does very hard mode still, remove witch time? Well, like, aside from, you know, scripted bits. There no witch time? Oh, so witch time is in very hard mode? Okay, that's... interesting. Because that seemed like a pretty big deal in the first game, was that, you know, you only got witch time on very hard if you used, like, there was a piece of equipment that gave you witch time, right, if you got hit, but that means, you know, obviously, you don't want to get hit, so, and other than that, it was like, there was scripted bits where you would get witch time. Still, I'll play it. I wish we would get a Vanquish sequel. Vanquish 2. Like, come on, man. Make it happen. We need a sequel to Vanquish. That's not about Bayo 2 was Tag Climax. I bet it was. Ooh, incendiary, nice. Yeah, I will have to get around to Bayonetta though. I do like a bit of Bayonetta. I mean, who doesn't? It's a fun game. Man, look at the zoom on that. Basically, they would co-op online. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. They removed it in Bayo 3, sadly. I wonder how Bayo 3 is going to go down. It's been a while, hasn't it, since Bayonetta 2? So... I wonder if they'll tone it. So how is Bayonetta 2 in terms of, like, QuickTime events? Are there many? I gotta admit, going back to the first game, I kind of forgot how many QuickTime events there were in the first Bayonetta. And, you know, it was a bit of a drag, I gotta admit. I think I'm gonna swap my TMP for a gun that's a little bit sexier. Because it is kind of the same feeling as another gun, but it's not quite as good. Still a few, but they don't kill you instantly, and are much easier to fully max out. Alright, cool. Yeah, the QuickTime events in Bayonetta 1, fucking hell. You have got to have, you've got to have some serious mashing capability to max those out sometimes. It's pretty nuts. Now then, I can't remember how much my TMP is going to sell for. So, no more dying to gene pod mashing, yeah. I mean, I guess it, you know, if you could always use a turbo controller if you really wanted to. What am I doing? There is no merchant in here. So. No, I haven't played that. Is that a Wii game?
What are you?
Because I saw that on I saw that on eBay when I was looking at Wii games, and I remember thinking, like, oh yeah, like isn't that?
What are you?
Oh, multi-platform. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing that recently and thinking, isn't that supposed to be like really good? But I've not actually played it. There we go. Oh shit.
What are you?
I want the stock, don't I? You know what other game is supposed to be hella good? From I'm not sure what team it is, but I think there's a bit of carryover from Vanquish. Is the Transformers games? Which one is it? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the game. Is it War for Cybertron? Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah, Devastation. I think that's the one. Yeah, Transformers Devastation. That's supposed to be really good, but I've not actually played that. That's supposed to be like a really like surprisingly good action game. There we go. But yeah, I've not played that. Seems like it does seem like kind of an easy win, that, when you think about it, you know, like a Transformers game, you know, like a Transformers action game seems like yeah, that should be pretty amazing, actually. So, Neo-like loot, I don't remember that being that big of a problem in Neo, but I've not played Neo in a while. Neo 2 is also on my list. I would like to play that. Same director as Metal Gear Rising. Ah, that's it. Yeah, I knew there was some carryover there with, like, Platinum. Man, was that 10 hand cannon ammo? Nice. Yeah, I got the herb out of there. Not quite got my exclusive Red 9, but we'll get it. We'll get it at some point. I'm gonna have to. I really want to see if I can find a copy of the Wii Dead Rising as well. I feel like that could be a fun game to go back to. I used to run Transformers Devastation server. Oh, nice. Is that still going? You say used to, so is that no longer up? You just wait, buddy. You wait until I get my exclusive on this Red 9. Oh, okay, fair enough. You just wait. Okay, you can like see that spark up behind the wall. Yeah, we do. Say I do. It's the main thing I miss about forums. You know, I miss that. You know, Discord is great. It's just not quite. It's just not the same. Where's your buddy? Although that video about 59 million did pretty well. I wasn't expecting many people to really care about it. I just the only thing about it is it's a little bit bittersweet, as if we still had the forum, if we still had the old forum, you'd be able to chronicle, you know, 45 million, I think, maybe 44 to 59 million on the mission mode total. That's pretty insane. But alas, you know. There's no herb down there, is there? Although there is a flashbang, so I will take that. I hate that it does that. Okay, I thought there was way more herbs early game than this. So. Although I suppose that there's quite a few coming up in the next chapter. Now that I think about it. Those crows were evil. There we go. I wonder if it'll have a lot of original... I highly doubt it. Whoops. Again, I don't mean to be a negative Nancy about the RE4 remake. I'm being a realistic Richard, you know? That's what I'm being. I don't think so. You know, none of the the remakes so far, the Resident Evil ones, you know, aside from the original, have had, you know, progressively less content compared to their originals. So, you know, I mean, both good and bad ways. I don't know. I'm staying as dark as I possibly can on that remake because, you know, it just like the less I see, the you know, the more I see, the more that's going to influence, you know, my initial playthrough. And I think if I don't know anything going in, then it'll all be new. What, you know, for better or for worse, but it'll all be new, and I won't know what to expect. So, oops. In the gentleman's area. Look at that ugly mug. Nice. Man, the damage cap is too real. Dude. I must be smashing RE3 chapter challenges. Yeah, I've still not played that. Sometimes I do wonder if I ever will, you know. That was uncalled for. I don't know, man. The dude is trying to murder me with a chainsaw. I'd say, you know, if there is a dude trying to murder you with a chainsaw, I would say just about any form of self-defense is fair game. Like, oh, this thing with the stock is just disgusting. You know, there's no such thing as overkill self-defense when, you know, death by chainsaw is on the table. That's just my 2 pennies. Nice. I heard in that Big House talk that you'll be more interested in 3RE via videos rather than requests. What do you mean? Sorry. As in, to watch it? Sit down. I love how this is just, you know, it's like an almost souped up Killer 7 with a scope on it when it's exclusive. Man, look at these hand cannon ammo drops. That was 25. Well, you know. To play... Yeah, that's something I have noticed about a lot of Razor's Edge videos. It's a lot of 360Y with the scythe. I mean, I know that move is, you know, like god tier broken in that game, but you know, it does make the videos somewhat stale. Oh, I did not know that. I don't really know like a huge amount of how the Steel on Bone works in NG3, to be honest, because it's been a good decade plus since I last played that game, and my memory's not that good. It was one of the very few things I did like about NG3, though. I'll say that. It was a pretty cool mechanic. And I think if I do play Razor's Edge, it's going to be mission mode. Because I still think the story mode is fucking terrible. Like, just the missions, the bosses, like, everything about the story mode is just not good. So, if I do play that, it will very much be just, I'll play mission mode. So. Watch Icelandic for RE3 content. He has beaten many of the original trials solo without the scythe. Oh, nice. Cool.
Got a selection of good. What are you selling?
Right, what do we want here? We'll sell that.
Thank you.
No shotgun, so
Thank you.
sell that. Gotta remember to not sell my herbs. Okay, so now we've got the exclusive ready for that. Why not?
Thank you.
There we go. You need to play through story once to unlock all characters. That's fine. Because I can probably just, like, blast through it on normal. But, yeah, I'd say it's just the... And I'm saying it's not to the... As a serious extent, but... it's the same with NG2 as well. Like, you know... The vast majority of my playtime in NG2 was mission mode. It wasn't the story mode. And more specifically, survival. Ah, God, I love the red line. I love it. Story mode is much better. It's still the same, like, basic levels, though, right? As far as I can remember. Oh yeah, I know. Like 3 plays very differently as well from 2. And I think with both games, especially with NG2, you know, that was a big source of contention at the time, because you saw it a lot in NGB to NG2, and then you saw it a lot with NG3. And yeah, I think a lot of people, just, like when NG2 came out, you know, a lot of people just wanted Ninja Gaiden Black 2. So. Which, you know, I'd still take. But. Probably don't need many of these nades, but. And I'm also, we're filling up on space pretty quick here. Sell some of that hand cannon ammo soon. I only play Casino. Can you just... so in the mission mode, can you pick whatever character you want? Or is it like Sigma, where like you have certain missions that are for each character? If you could play any character you want, that'd be kind of cool. They sound behind me. Ah, here we are. Oh no, that's the dudes up top. In chapter challenge, you can pick any character. I really do wish the other NGs had that. Like, just a level select would be amazing. That would be really nice. Ah, that's this guy. Take that. As well as the trials. Oh, okay, here was a Chris. I'm sure there's plenty of those. That stuff always does super well. I know I messaged Gabe yesterday. I found this video, and it was I can't remember how many it was, but it was a compilation of like a load of funny dialogues in Injustice 2. That video had almost 8 million views. And I thought, holy shit. Like, you know, real rap. When the next MK game comes out, it gave me an idea. There's about 8 million views. FYI for anyone that's, you know, not monetizing or anything. That's about 7 to 8 grand. That's how much money that video would have made the uploader. For, like, sitting in versus mode, hitting restart match for maybe 40 minutes. And editing them all together. I was like... And I remember thinking, like, man, I know it's a shameless thing to do for views, but... I don't care, man. When the next NRS game comes out, like, I'm not spending day 1 and 2 labbing. I'm spending day 1 and 2, like, making those videos. I don't care. Yeah, people love that shit. It's fun. And to be fair, like, they are pretty funny. You know, the NRS, like, character intros, they are pretty good. But, you know, that's a significant chunk of change, you know? So... Oh, and he tells me I'm behind them. So, yeah, YouTube is, it's a strange place. It's a strange place content-wise. You know, the stuff that does really well, and the stuff that doesn't do well. Like, there really is some great stuff on YouTube. And there's some real garbage. And usually the garbage, you know, comes out on top, unfortunately. I do a lot of shameless things for 7K. Hey, what's up, Blank? Yep. I mean, you know. It's pretty nuts, man. Like, one thing as well you've seen, I think, I can't really pinpoint it, but I want to say in the last, I don't know, maybe 5 years, you know, you've got channels that don't really make anything. Hey, what's up, Valent? And I don't mean that as a knock, but channels that, like, they will do nothing but just talk about, like, TV or movies, and yet they're insanely popular. You know, like, those people are making a very, very good living off of that, and I think... But realistically, like, they don't really create anything. Like, anybody could just, you know, watch a TV show and make a video about it. And yet there's some really good hidden gem channels like that. Like, check out Good Bad Flicks if you haven't. That's a really good film channel. That's it's like a mixture of a review, but he also goes into like the production behind the film, and like it's an amazing, like, behind the scenes type thing. What's that? Oh yeah, oh, my bot is working. That's cool. I recently fixed that, so. I know, what was I saying? Yeah, you know, like, anyone can do that, and yet some of them catch on super well, and it's like, this isn't content. And, you know, I ain't knocking it. Like, you know, if I could put up a video telling you that I think a film is garbage, and that video could make me, like, 5 grand, don't get me wrong, I'd fucking do it. Like, I would do that. You know? Believe me. I like money as much as the next guy. It's just weird. It's just a weird, you know, change in... Whoa! Calm down there, son. You know? Skin Search goes hard, and she can force it on bone whenever she wants. Skill don't exist in reality. Developers make games more casual and encourage casual players to buy it. I have no idea what you're trying to say there, to be honest, man. I feel like there is something you want to say, but I don't feel like that really says it. No offense. I mean, games are definitely easier, but, you know, like, games are as hard or as easy as you want to make them. To an extent. No matter what game you're playing, there will be people that are like, oh, that game's easy, or that game's hard. You know? It is very relative. You know, this game is very hard to serve. Yeah, perfect example. I feel like without the scope, that would have definitely hit both of them. But with the scope, I feel like it does narrow the hitbox a little bit. You know? The only time a game is easiest when you've played it 1,000 times. I don't know about that. I feel like, you know, there are definitely games that are, you know, significantly easy from the very beginning. I don't think that's always the case. Mark of the Ninja always comes to mind when I think of that. Because that game did really, really well when it came out. But that was when I was in, you know, the business, as it were. And yeah, I remember being on the podcast for that, and everyone was, oh yeah, this is great. And I thought, like, this game plays itself. Like, that was my biggest problem with it. Like, it just tells you how to do everything. And I thought, yeah, you know, part of the fun is figuring that stuff out on your own. So having the game literally tell you, like, yep, like, this is how you do this bit, this is how you do this, this is how you do this, like, verbatim, was a bit, I was like, I'm not into that. In terms of making content, people make easy content. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay. I thought you meant for, like, games. That makes sense. But yeah, that's true. The easy content is often the content that does the best. And that's true even for, like, smaller channels. That wooden sword run, if you look at the top, like, if you look at the most viewed videos on my channel, I guarantee you, like, none of them were hard to make. None of them took me, you know, a long time to produce. They were all very, very easy. The biggest example of that recently was that Master Ninja wooden sword run. Like, I cannot believe how well that video did, and I thought, really? Who is watching this? It's boring as fuck. But, you know, it is what it is. People watch what they want to watch at the end of the day. That's why when people complain about not getting views, it kind of bugs me. Because I think, you know what, if you wanted views, there's clear avenues you can go down. If you just want, you know, YouTube to be your bread and butter, you know, there's clear avenues you can do. There's clear trends you can jump on and exploit. Doing it, you know, like the dream is, you know, doing it almost effortlessly. And I think realistically, there's not many people that are actually doing that, you know? There's not many people that can just literally turn on their webcam and do whatever they want, and it just prints money. Okay, I do need to sell some stuff here. I'm keeping the eggs, because they're the only health I'm gonna have in the run. Yeah, there's no extra red herbs yet, though. Oh, we got gold egg, that's nice. I am going to start selling some of this hand cannon ammo, though. So. Yeah, there is, yeah, but even the hardest games, you know. NG is a great example. You know, that game is not hard to me, but that's because I played it a shitload. Whereas, you know, there are games that... And also, like, difficulty also, I think, is very subjective. You know. Like, if you asked people, you know, what makes a game hard, I think you could ask 100 different people that. And I think almost everybody would probably have their own answer to that question. You know, like, what makes a game difficult? Is there a defining... Like, is there a single defining attribute that makes a game hard? I think everyone's got their own answer to that question. Oh, I've got to have my case pristine, man. You playing Snake Eater? I really want to replay that. I need to go back to Metal Gear Solid 3. Right, I really need to clear some space, though. Because, by the end of the game, a good chunk of space is going to be taken up by the mixed herbs, so... I just solved thing with the violet. Yeah, and that's another thing too. I made this point a while ago. This was one of the articles, actually, I wish I still had, because I was quite happy with it. But it was a theory, really, in that if you think about it, every single video game ever, no matter what genre it is, every single video game is a puzzle. If you think about it, like there are puzzle games, you know, quote unquote puzzle games, like you know, like Mercury or Puddle or the Swapper. Like, you know, there are clear like puzzle orientated games, but you know, the combat puzzle of every game almost is always there. You know, like an encounter is a puzzle to solve. How do you solve this puzzle? So there's I feel like there's a lot of merit to that. That was a bit late. I don't think I'm going to get 3 here. So. Nah, I'm not going to get 3. So I look at games now. Yeah, that's how I've looked at games for a while. And it's what's appealing to me about. Cause I'm definitely going to play it at some point. But it's what's appealing to me about the Souls games, because when I look at those games like in action, I think, oh yeah, this is like a combat puzzle. It's like, you know, what's the game is like, you know, trying to stack the deck like every game does, and you think, okay, how do I beat this? You know, how do I beat the odds that they have actually put on me here? And that's what makes, you know, games fun. It's like, you know, you feel like you've outsmarted the people that made it. You know, you're like, ha! You know, you tried to make this really difficult. You know, and through, you know, enough learning and practice, I've made it, you know, significantly easier. One more? Yep. Nice. NG's easiest I've been playing since I was 5. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's, that would be an interesting question to pose to a lot of people. What defines difficulty to you in a video game? I feel like a lot of people would have different answers. Right. I'm going to use up some of my incendiaries here. Kill these dogs. Kill that. I don't know. That's a lot of bullets. So, and on that note as well, if you think about it hard enough, I think you could distill like every game down to like a fighting game philosophy as well. You know, look at every single little thing in a game as a matchup and think, okay, why is this matchup hard? And then break it down from there. And there's a lot of carryover in, you know, like a fighting game's meta to pretty much every other type of game. Some more than others, I think. I think shooters are probably like the most. Okay, so they can, yeah, they can parasite you from behind. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Luke? Alright, I'm playing RE4 for PC for the first time. Really trying to get with the controls. That's a great point. That's something about these games that, you know, when you go back to them, if you didn't play them, you know, if you've only ever known, you know, like modern quote unquote shooter controls, yeah, you know, you can't move and shoot in this game. And to a lot of people, it's like, what? Like, that must be really jarring. But if you're used to it, it's, you know, it's like, yeah. When you play a game where you can move and shoot, it's almost like it's like, oh wow, this is an easier version, you know. That's not how I'm gonna fight them for real. I just want to burn these incendiaries. But I wanted to test that because because they say like I don't think you can get pounced when your back's to them, but they can still parasite you when your back's to them. So. Shoots the mind hearth. Nice. No, man, that hand cannon ammo is mounting up quite nicely. Yeah, fighters and shooters are the most interesting parallel on that. I think if like multiplayer shooters, I think have so much in common with a fighting game, and yet I don't think it's not that obvious unless you've played a lot of both. Because when you get into one-on-ones in a shooter, there's so many things that overlap with that have that are there in a fighting game as well, and yet you wouldn't think it if you've only ever played like one. Right, let's sell some stuff here and make a bit more room.
Got a selection of... What are you selling? Thank you.
How much have I got?
Thank
I
you.
didn't look there, but I don't think... I'm not going to need everything I have. So. There we go. Nice. I also tried burning generators with incendiaries. Yeah, I can't... Does that? It stuns them, right? But I don't think it actually does a whole lot of damage. I wish this game had a flamethrower. That would be... I mean, I think every game would be helped by a flamethrower. Flamethrowers aren't in enough games. We need more flamethrowers in video games. But this game would be cool. Flamethrower would go pretty well here. Am I missing a jewel? I don't think so. Alright, let's... Alright, herbs are starting to mount up a little bit. And there is quite a few coming up, so... 2 o'clock. I do like getting up early on the weekend. Not crazy early, but... It is nice to get shit done early. Get all the boring shit out of the way. Yeah, the infrared scope. It's amazing how many people, way back when the game was first out, because that infrared scope is really easy to miss. It's really easy to miss it. And a lot of people did on their first run. And, you know, but because if you kill a regenerator just outright, you know, just through raw damage, it takes a lot of bullets. Like, no matter what gun you use, it takes a lot of bullets to kill a regenerator. So... You know, you really do want that thermal scope. Did I exclusive this? No, I didn't. I'll have to fix that on the next merchant. Get my exclusive. I don't know how I'd set it up, but one thing I would really like for when I get the house and get like a proper stream room, I want an armchair for the stream. You know, when I'm doing something just super chilled, like this stream, it'd be cool to just have a fat armchair to just lounge in. Take that. Alright, the next merchant's not too far away, so... Which reminds me, I want to look into getting one of those, like, clip-on microphones. I just thought, actually, next time I see Jolly on, I'll message him. Thanks for the follow, Blue. Why are all my notifications super quiet now? Why? What? I've not altered them, and yet they're all... It's not just me, right? That was really quiet. Did you guys hear that one? That was extremely quiet. And I've not changed their volume, so I don't know why that's happening. It's annoying. Yeah, barely. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. It wasn't just me. That was mad quiet. Behave. Nice. Oh, that's great. Oh, there's a green herb up here, isn't there? Yeah, they are. I just... I don't know. you know. I haven't changed them, you know, I haven't altered their volume or anything, so I don't know why they are, I don't know why they're so quiet now. Yeah, so far there's no extra red herbs, so... At least the bot works, though. Because I hadn't used the bot in forever. I don't know, like, I don't know how often, because I haven't logged into Nightbot in a while, but Nightbot still seems to be working. Because my memory on that stuff's just really bad. You know, like remembering to log into stuff before I start streaming. So. Here we are, merchant. Let's upgrade, let's get my Red 9 exclusive here.
Gotta select. What are you, boy?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does. You can get it, like, infinite ammo. But I do think it's really fun if you just use it as a magnum. I do think that the ammo is kind of... The ammo is too common, though. You know, like, it's... You get so much hand cannon ammo, just dynamically. Right in the gentleman's area. Take that. Doesn't matter how big a dude is. You put a 50 cal round in his gentleman sausage and he's going down. He is out for the count. Yeah, there's like a full mix in this fight. I can sell that. Alright. Case is getting full. Case is getting a bit full. Right now, I think I've got all the damage. Yeah, it's 60. 60 damage regular, and when you get the exclusive, you get infinite ammo, and it goes up to 99.9. So it's double the power of an exclusive Broken Butterfly. So it's pretty good. It's pretty strong. Right, I am going to have to start combining some of these greens. But, oh, wait. Wait, what am I doing? This is the wrong way. I could just get the PRL to make this, you know, super easy, but where's the fun in that? What'd you call me? Ah, I love the Red 9. I love it. You have to 5-star every stage in every character in Mercs. Yeah, you do, but that's really not that hard. It's really not that bad. Isn't that the Magnum from the OG RE? It is, yeah. It is, yeah. It's also in Resident Evil 0, and it's actually called the hand cannon when you examine it. I mean, yeah, the Chicago typewriter is... I mean, the Chicago typewriter is not only, you know, way more brain dead, but it's also way easier to get. You've only got a complete assignment Ada, I think, to unlock Chicago typewriter. I can't remember how you unlock the PRL, actually. But the PRL is, you know, even more OP. That's why I like the hand cannon as an unlockable weapon, because it's super powerful, but, you know, as long as you don't get, like, the infinite ammo with it, there's still somewhat a degree of skill in using it. What are you doing in my house? I own all the property here. This game is mine. This game is Leon's Monopoly board, and I own everything. Nice. No, there's no barrels up there, is there? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Getting the hand cannon's super fun though. Like they, you know, they do make you work for it, but man, I think that's what makes it so entertaining to use. Is it me, or is that snake upside down in that box? It looks like his head was like on the his eyes were on the bottom when I killed him there. Yeah, we've got so many eggs. I should probably reload this. I hate that animation sped up. It just does not look good. So, only four mixes so far. Not a lot. Got half. I might grab the striker just for the dip man, just so I can run faster. It is a nice little speed boost. Yeah, I did that one. This wasn't actually dead. I don't know, sometimes when you knife a box, you know, you do kill the snake at the same time. I don't actually know how that happens, though. I don't know what causes that to happen. I just thought there's a red herb coming up, isn't there? And there's I think there's like 2 or 3 reds coming up, actually. There's a lot of red herbs coming up. Now that I think about it. Let's see. I don't know if there was a snake in there. How are we doing on... I got plenty of incendiaries. That's another thing I practiced earlier. Like where to... Like, if you basically stand here, right where this grass is, and then throw your incendiary and it'll kill the first 2. Speaking of which... Another incendiary in here. Yeah, what? Oh, never mind. The last jewel is before... the castle, isn't it? For the mask. So... Yeah, you don't always get it, though. That's what I mean. Like, sometimes when you knife the snake box, like, you don't always kill it. And it still really bugs me that the Punisher doesn't just, you know, shoot the box and then hit the snake. Because that's the whole point of the Punisher. Is it me, or is this church really small for how many villagers are here? I've never thought about that until just then. There's not a whole lot of seating room in this church. Right, yeah, there's a red herb here. I think there's a red herb in the cabin. There's a red herb in... Oh, no, there's not a red herb. There's a red herb in the Bella Sister segment. What's the official difference between a chapel and a church? I'm curious. I don't actually know. Just size? Man, we're running out of room here. Now then, kill these guys. I think a chapel is like an altar. No, so is it? Yeah. Wait. Is it just based on how many people are there? Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. I just thought the infinite hand cannon would make this a bit easier when, you know, my case starts getting full.
Shoot those barrels on that wagon!
How does she know? How does she know that those barrels are filled with combustible material? She's in league. She's in league with the enemy. I would guess. Yeah, that would make way more sense. A cathedral would be a big church. That's a good point, yeah. That's a very good point. A cathedral, I guess, is just a very large church. Fair point. Right. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to start... I think we're going to have to trim the fat on some grenades pretty soon. I can't keep hoarding. I do love to hoard, though. That's why that kill or no save run's going to be fun, for the most part. Because it's an excuse to just break the game as much as possible. Yeah, so there's still what, 2 more yellows in this chapter? There's one in the cabin, and there's one in the Mendez fight. I don't think there's any others. Yeah. Nice try. Love this gun. Parasite. No. There we go. Nice. Hey, what's up, DGD? Leon 420 run. I mean, I could call the archive that, yeah. Wait. Alright, you wait there. I'm pretty sure that's everybody dead here. Yeah, I know, because so far there hasn't been any extra reds, and that was what got me thinking about this run. Because I don't think there are. I think there's only as many reds as there are yellows, but could be wrong. I don't think there's any guaranteed herbs here, but I almost forgot about this guy. I cannot believe he didn't have a parasite. Only one of these had a parasite. I mean, I think Ryu is the one that has all the herbs, if you know what I mean. Leon seems a lot more level-headed. Ashley's probably been at some of it, though. Going by those lamp tossers the other day. They were pretty questionable. Alright, let's go. Also hand cannon. I've probably got enough ammo to just hand cannon the cabin. Yeah, man, you should have seen, like, some of the lamp throws Ashley was doing the other day. Man. I think she's been at some of the devil's lettuce, you know? 100%. Yeah, I don't think any of these are like, fixed herbs, but I could be wrong. It's not a fire breather, so... Sit down. That headshot noise is just so satisfying. It's good shit. I mean, I guess, but Leon's a government agent. You know? He's supposed to be cool as a cucumber. Ah, that's definitely a guaranteed herb. Leon is supposed to be, you know, the king of cool. Which, to be fair, he is pretty chill. Actually doesn't strike me as a smoker. As I said, those lamp tossers would Not a single parasite in that fight. I think that's actually, this guy might have one. There we go. I say, like, not one parasite in that whole encounter. Like, that's, you know, I don't know, but that's very unusual. There we go. Oh man, out of space. You know, it's funny how when people say that now, like, do you smoke? Like, it's funny how that's kind of overtaken. You know, smoking actual cigs. That's usually what people mean when they say that. Whereas usually, you know, men, do you smoke tobacco?
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Where'd that go? The Las Plagas does. I guess it does, yeah. Alright, yeah, we need to make some room here.
Thank you.
I'll keep my incendiaries.
Thank you.
That's created quite a bit of space. Yeah, that has quite a bit of room now. I'll keep my incendiaries for what's his name? For Mendez. What my biggest concerns about the RE4 remake? I'm definitely going to play it. Absolutely. That is a day, like, as negative as I can be about that game, that's a day one buy for me, like, you know, no question.
Use this.
I just think they will, my biggest, okay, in a nutshell, my biggest concerns are that everything about this game that makes it, you know, what's the word? Everything about this game's legacy, I think they are going to remove. That's my biggest concern. So I think I don't think the melee system is going to come back the way it is. Like, they're going to make a very, very, very different kind of game. To the point where I think, you know, why bother? Like, you know, again, I hope I'm wrong, but that's my biggest fear. This game remade properly would be pretty goddamn great. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. That double parasite down. Buff the mine thrower? Yeah, they should buff the mine thrower. That gun's not going to be in the remake. You know. I think RE4 is going to be a good game, and to be fair, I think it'll be fine, yeah. It will probably be a fine game, but, you know, the part where it's a remake of this game, I think it's going to be, you know, pretty bare bones. Even if that. But we'll just see. We'll see how it goes.
Use this.
Thanks for the hand cannon ammo.
Man, this never ends.
Double red 9 action. You can't go wrong with it. Nice. That did not feel like 40 enemies. This part fucked me up. This part can be tricky. Grenades are really good here, though. I didn't actually know that about the voice actors. That doesn't surprise me. But, it's not that big of a deal for me, but... So... Nah, they won't, man. I don't even think it's going to be in it. If there's a melee system in 4, in the remake, I'll be very surprised. I don't see that actually being in there. There we go. I'm going to start combining all my greens because, you know, I need the space. Right, let's do the troll first. I think it's going to be RE2 R.5. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I think that's exactly what they're going to make. Yeah, it'll be Resident Evil 2 Remake 2. It won't be, you know, won't be RE4. Even has the same walk cycle in the trailer. Yeah, I've only seen the first reveal, so that doesn't surprise me. He's like, hey, you shot me in the dick. I didn't like that. I'm gonna do it again. Because I'm just mean. Because I'm just that much of an ass. Now then, there's at least a green through here, I think. Wait, sorry. Any game can be a good game because there's all the tech and dev. Yeah, that's true, yeah. That is true. That's why when games come out and they're train wrecks and people, you know, pretend otherwise, I'm like, don't make excuses for bad games. Oh, there aren't. I could have swore there was a green herb in here, but never mind. Like Cyberpunk when that came out. God, man, the straws people clutched at to excuse that game, and I thought that they had like 100 years to make it. With The Witcher 3 doing what it did, like they had all the money in the world to make it.
Follow me.
And it was a broken pile of shit when it came out. There's no excuse for that. Hey, what's up, Ike? There is no free tech available that actually makes good gameplay. Dude, have you heard of the Unreal Engine? I take that back if that's not free, but it used to be. UDK used to be free. And, yeah, like, look at the games that have been made in Unreal. Considering where you shot him, it's a mercy kill. That's true. It's a fair point. So. UDK is really good too. If you want to get your feet wet in making a video game. That is a very, very good bit. Very good bit of tech. Good bit of kit. Pretty easy to use as well. And there's a ton of tutorials online for that. Even when I was using it, which was, you know, a while ago now, but even then, there was a lot of shit online. I would imagine there's... Whoa, shit. I would imagine there's even more available now. Right, I thought I'd killed all of those. Nice. And Bethesda's game... I mean, those games are always kind of shit, though. From a technical standpoint, I feel like their core fan base just doesn't care. That requires actual playtesting. What do you mean? Yeah, but you can still make very competent gameplay with that. You know, yourself. Like a free game engine, I think, you know, is that's the fact that exists, I think is pretty unbelievable. The fact that you can download UDK for free, you don't have to pay for it. That's you know, that didn't used to be the case. Nice. Yeah, there's one guy left there, isn't there? Where is he? Oh, is it the... Yeah, it's this one. She's having a bit of a moment. I was like, I can't figure out how to get up here. Take that. The Fallout games do baffle me on that regard, though. Like, their gameplay is so bad. And yet people just, like, don't seem to care. That was a bit tricky. Yeah, I agree. I don't know that you can. I don't know if you can make this game and have it and play it straight. You know, this game is goofy, and that's, I think, a large part of what people like about it. That's actually good that that's done. So. I'm going to keep the scope just to make my case even, but I'm actually going to take it off. Nice. That's right. Come into my trap. Yeah, like, that's hitting both of them. They've got to be dead, right? Nice. Put that away. Cover yourself up, goddammit. Yeah, good point. I did really enjoy RE8 though. That's another game that seems to have like its fair share of haters, but I quite enjoyed it. I do think that it definitely did get mileage out of being, you know, so similar to this game though. Like there is that's a valid critique of that game, but I still really enjoyed RE8. Thought so. Green herb. Right then. I don't think there's actually any more herbs this way, but we'll go check. Actually, I think there's one. There's one under here. I don't think about it. You know, that's something I always forget that you can block in RE7 and RE8. I don't know why it just does not stick in my head that you can block in those games. So when something goes to hit you, like, just take full damage every time. So. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, there's some really good character stuff in RE8. It's a shame that, you know, they're all... It's kind of... That was all in one game. I wonder what they're going to do with 9. I imagine it's going to be very iterative, but you never know. So... I'm way more interested for 10. Yeah, whatever that game ends up being. I really want them to go back to, you know, old school RE, but I don't think they will. That reminds me, another game on my backlog I must play is Tormented Souls. I've heard that's basically just like a new, you know, a new Resident Evil, but, you know, not Resident Evil, so I would like to play that. Right then, that's everyone dead. Thank you very much. Blocking in a shooter. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's not in your... It's not in, like, your baked-in repertoire of game mechanics, you know? I'm gonna block in this first-person shooter, so... Magneto and Shrek, yeah, you do. Nice. Yeah, Lady Dimitrescu seems kind of... They really... You know, they really went all in on the marketing for that. Oh yeah, Ashley gets, like, stuck here, doesn't she? If you're not. Where is she? Yeah, she just runs into that.
Wait. Follow me.
You dumbass. Alright. Hey, what's up, Rep? How you doing, man? You're up early, aren't you? What was I? Like 8 o'clock. Where you are? Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, they marketed the fuck out of Lady D, and then she's only in like the first hour of the game. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Are you like 8 hours behind, or are you not that far behind? Is it not that early? Right. Well, how are we doing on space? Filling up. The daughters are hotter anyway. I agree. I agree. I got woken up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair dues. Man, I'm trying to think. The last time I got up, the last time I got woken up, because I get up with an alarm every day. Like even at the weekend, like I still get up with an alarm. I don't like the... I like sleep, you know? Sleep is great and all that, but... I like to get the most out of a day as I can. I like to be awake and doing stuff, you know? I must admit, I'm one of those people. I don't relax. I don't find it super easy to just chill and do nothing. Like, that's very hard for me to do. So... I don't really know a whole lot about the lore of RE8, so that actually does sound kind of interesting. Right, what's... so there's a full mix in the big cheese fight. So we've got a few to come. Got a few more herbs here. Wait there. What? That's blatantly on them. Take that. Bitch! I love that noise. It's just... I just thought, hang on, with the scope on, can you see these guys hit the floor? No. Doesn't look like it. It bugs me that when he, like, when you've got no ammo in the magazine, and then he reloads, when he pulls the bolt back, like, the casing for that last round should come out. Actually, not necessarily. It depends on what model gun, actually. RE8 is like a corny hillbilly movie. It is, yeah. It definitely is. Even RE7, I was gonna say, even RE7 kind of has that vibe to it, you know? It has like a bit of a Hills Have Eyes vibe to it, you know? Follow me. One thing that makes me laugh about RE7 and 8, even though, you know, using herbs to cure bullet wounds is just about as stupid. It's the elixir of spiritual life that's in RE7 and 8. You know, it's like, oh, I just got impaled by a chainsaw. Let me just, you know, pour some elixir on my hand and I feel better. And like when spoilers, but when you get your hand cut off in RE8 and he just picks it up and like just pours the healing juice over it. Oh, that was pretty funny. Yeah. That's a really good remake, that is. That's one of the few remakes that I prefer over the original. The Hills Have Eyes remake is very good. Follow me. That's a good film. I like that. Jack is the best. Is Jack the dude who like rips out his own fingernails in RE7? Am I thinking of the right one? Is that the same guy? He didn't regen his fingers though. That's true. Yeah. They don't grow back. Oh, it's the dad. Okay. What's the guy's name who like pulls out his own nails? What's his name? Lucas, that's it. What's up, baby? Ah, that's Lucas, okay. No, thank you, buddy. Hold this, and that. I love that you can kill him, you know, and his legs, like, haven't gone through their animation. It's just hilarious. Nice. This gun is so sick. Right, I think we're still... yeah, I thought so. We're still pretty cramped for space here. I'll take that. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some room here. A doesn't have the healer, E does not. I mean, there's
Are you okay, Leon?
yeah, Deathstroke doesn't have a healing factor though, does he? You know, to the like a Deadpool. He doesn't have like a Deadpool level healing factor, does he? He can't like regrow limbs. Imagine if you could. Imagine if at some point, you know, we get to a stage where like that's possible. That'd be pretty crazy.
Welcome.
Yeah, I don't know how like
Got a selection of
severe
what
his
you're
healing
selling.
factor is.
Thank
I'm trying
you.
to think. What, I only need what? Like
Is that
2
all?
boxes is enough. I'll sell
Thank
those. Oh yeah, I can combine those now. There we go. That's better. That's a bit more space. Nice. I've still got a... I'm being, you know, kind of purposefully frivolous with my pistol ammo, and yeah, I still have quite a lot. I guess, you know, Red 9 just hits like a tank, so... He has a healing factor, but he can't regen as fast as Deadpool. Yeah, I thought so. So... Yeah, they would, yeah. You think about it, that's what I'm... You know, it's... I think there's always a double-edged sword to that sort of stuff. You know, when... I don't know how much... You know, the prosthetics industry is worth. I would imagine it's quite a bit. But yeah, if that happened and there were just pills you could take that, you know, just boosted like your healing to where like take 2 cycles of these pills over a week and your arm will grow back. Like, that'd be pretty insane. Some of them could cost you an armor. I see what you did there. Ethan's healing doesn't make much sense. That's true, it doesn't. It doesn't really make any sense. Nice.
Wait.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I'm not a comic book aficionado, but, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, Deadpool is, like, practically immortal, isn't he? Aside from, like, dropping him into, you know, like a vat of molten metal. Like, if you like, simultaneously destroyed, like, his entire body. Like, but, you know, I mean, even cutting his head off, like, doesn't kill him. Like, he can just grow back from that. So, you'd have to, like, T-1000 him, you know? Or, like, Dr. Manhattan him. Actually, I don't know, even then, like... Because that wouldn't, you know, that wouldn't actually obliterate him in the same way, so... Yeah, but, like, a lot of DC characters are just flat-out gods, though, aren't they? So... You know, like Superman, Black Adam, Wonder Woman, like, they're essentially gods. Well, actually, Superman, not technically speaking, but... Wonder Woman, Black Adam... isn't Darkseid essentially a god? Oh. 299, that's good. There's a snake here.
Wait.
Alright, we've got quite a bit of space now, so... Right. Cabin section was... That's been and gone. I mean, isn't that kind of... I'm not a comic book guy, but... I heard a saying a while ago about, you know, the only character in comics that stays dead is Uncle Ben. And I thought, oh, wait, is it that bad? You know, no matter what, like, people just come back. It's like, it's like the Arrowverse. You know, the Arrow TV show. It's kind of the same thing. It's like, this character has a death scene. It's like, yeah, great. They're going to be back in, like, 2 episodes. I didn't keep up with all the Arrowverse shows, but from what I can remember, I think the only person, one of the only people even, that stayed dead is his mum and dad. Well, I think they're the only 2 that, you know, haven't been, oh, actually, these guys aren't dead. Gotcha. Kill that guy again. Man, that scope really is quite significant, isn't it? It does get you quite a lot. Ben, yeah, it's like, yeah, Ben's dead. He doesn't come back. I mean, does Deadpool feel pain, though? He still feels pain, right? Because that would, you know, that would suck. Although he does seem to heal quite fast. So I guess you would get somewhat desensitized to it. I switched from comics to manga a while ago. I've never been a comic guy or a manga guy. I do feel like it's too late now, honestly. If I was to start, you know, with comics or manga, I think, like, where do I even begin? I wouldn't even know where to start. My favourite superhero is Spider-Man, so I guess that would be a logical place to start. Just start with Spider-Man comics. I think Spider-Man is the coolest superhero. For my money. If I could be any superhero, I would be Spider-Man. And yeah, he's not the most powerful, but I think he'd be the most fun to be. Oh, he does still feel pain? No. They did kill Batman off... Oh, did they? Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Benji? Spider-Man is... I mean, I don't know enough about how that works. Again, I've never actually read a Spider-Man comic. So... how good is Spidey sense? For me, it's mainly just the being able to walk on walls. You know? To me, that is cooler. Like, Superman, yeah, Superman can fly, but, you know,
Follow me.
Yeah, that's cool, but I can just, if I wanted to, I could just walk up a building as Spider-Man, and I just think that would be the coolest shit ever. Like, in a way, you generate your own gravity in a way. You know? Spider-Man is like a walking gravity generator. Kind of. But not really. But you know what I mean. Sony's increasing the price of PlayStation Plus? Are they? Is that just with those new tiers? I mean, I haven't had PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live in a while now, so it's not going to affect me. PlayStation Plus in particular, though, their games just started to be, like, kind of whack. I think I went a good, like, 6 months without, you know, any game that was worth it. And I don't really play anything online anymore, so I just thought, you know what, I'm good. Like, I think I'm gonna stop renewing this. And same with Xbox Live. I think Xbox Live, though, is a way better value. If you get Xbox Live, well, if you get, like, Game Pass Ultimate, I think that's way better value. If you're into, you know, playing multiple games and that. It's really quite hard to beat that. Yeah, I think they've kind of ran out, you know? I think, I think, like, the golden era of, like, PlayStation Plus and games with gold is long gone. Like, I think if you've had them for, you know, like, the last 3 or 4 years, like, you've already got all the good shit. You know, they don't have any other games left to give you. So... Spider-Sense is basically sonar. He can fight with even the best martial art fighters while blindfolded. That's how it swings along New York without looking where he shoots his web. He can also dodge automatic fire. So Spider-Man is actually pretty OP then. Again, I just want to be able to walk on walls. That's... like...
Follow me.
That's all I want. You know? I want to be able to walk on walls. That'd be cooler. And I want... and I know it's not comic book accurate. Sue me. I want, like, Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire web. I don't want to have to, like, carry around... I don't have to carry around shit. I just want to be able to shoot web whenever I want. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Isn't it already 120 for the... I don't actually know. I haven't looked how much... I haven't looked how much the new PlayStation tiers are. They're quite expensive, though. They're... I don't know if they're more than Game Pass. I would imagine they're at least on par with Game Pass. But yeah, I've not looked. Oops. Don't be a wise guy. Excuse me? Did he just survive a hand cannon round? Bitch. Yeah, Ultimate is, I don't know how much it is in the US, but Ultimate here I think is, I think it's a tenner a month, it's £10 a month. And, you know, if you're someone who hasn't played a whole lot of games, I mean 120 a year for Game Pass is kind of, like, that's a pretty amazing value. I bought PlayStation Plus for fighting games, but lost interest. Yeah, I think that it's weird how, say, I've not had PlayStation Plus for over a year now. And, I just thought, I don't get, you know, I don't get the value out of this that I used to, so I just stopped having it. I have Game Pass at the moment because there was one of those offers on 3 months ago, almost. You could get like 3 months of Game Pass for £1, and I thought, well, yeah, why wouldn't you do that? That's one of those offers. It's like, yeah, that's stupid to not get it. But yeah, Sony never have anything like that, do they? They never, you know, there's never like, you know, here's PlayStation Plus for, you know, 2 months for £1. They don't do that. They probably should. Hey, what's up, Nathan? I want to make one day. Yeah, you know what? I'd love to make a fighting game too. I would. But man, yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work to make a fighting game. No, you know what? That's a good point. Also, Ike, you think Spider-Man, like, there's no downside to his powers? Really? Like, there's no negative to having, like, all of Spider-Man's powers? Hey, what's up, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Ferret? How's it going? This is the calm before the storm. Full run tomorrow, hopefully. Hearing Assassin's Creed is going back to its old roots with Assassin's... Oh, really? I would like to see that. I'm yet to play any of the new Assassin's Creeds. I would like to try them, but they just seem like kind of every other open world action game. They don't really have like they don't feel like Assassin's Creed from what I've seen, so... Oops. Ashley, get out of the way. Yeah, I do like that about... I think that's one of the best things about Game Pass, and I think Sony... I think they're going... Like, eventually, I think they will offer a similar thing. I think they will. They just won't do it until they absolutely have to. Because, like, the money from exclusives is still a big deal for Sony. Nice. Can you fall over? PS5 was a gen that made me switch to PC. I mean, 360 was that for me. Primarily, I've been on PC since about 2011. Since I got my first gaming PC, really. Since I got my first one, like, yep, this is just the best way to play games for the most part. Valhalla was the Viking one, right? I must admit, I do want to play that because the Viking setting is just cool. I like that. I would like to play that one. So, I think they only used to do 2-3 weeks of PlayStation Plus. Yeah, I mean 2 weeks is better than nothing, but you know, Microsoft are very generous with their Game Pass trials. You know, it's like you get a free month or you get 3 months for £1. You know, that's pretty amazing. So. AC1, 2 and Brotherhood. I won't say anything about that if you've not played them. But the original Assassin's Creed, I really did quite enjoy. So. No worries, T. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'm gonna start the run tomorrow as early as I can because this run is gonna be about 8 hours, I think. So I posted on YouTube between noon and 1. I'm gonna try and start a little bit earlier than that if I can. But, you know, it's not like... If you're an hour late, you're not exactly going to miss the entire run. So, you know. Got to play Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon with the Game Pass trial. Nice. Yeah, and that's another thing, too, with... that I think, again, Sony are kind of missing a trick on. Microsoft don't have a lot of current exclusives, but the fact that Game Pass gets you, you know, like, their entire library of them... You know, you can get Game Pass... You think you could get a year of Game Pass and like play all the Halos, play all the Gears of War games? That alone, for some people, is you know, enough of a selling point. Right, let's hand cannon this fool. Sit down. I do love the hand cannon. It's good shit. Oh, speaking of Halo Infinite, we haven't spoken about Halo Infinite in a while on this stream. And by that, I mean like 2 days. Apparently, that's gonna miss like a lot of its big milestones for this year. Which someone called, like, a while ago. I'm not happy. Just disappointed. It gives me no pleasure that Infinite is still a fucking mess. But, you know, what can you do? Okay, I didn't get this. Campaign co-op. Yeah, offline co-op apparently got canned. Which, that game is just death by 1,000 cuts. That game. You know? Just thought, this is exclusive, so I don't need to bother with headshots. The body shots will be just fine. No! Sturdy piece of wood. My hand can't. That was close. Yeah, it's weird how the mod stuff has stepped up because I think some people have even cracked like some versions of Forge that they can use. And I still think that was the biggest blow to Halo Infinite. Like, the fact that it didn't launch with Forge was just killer. They needed that. Because they could have launched with, you know, what they did. Pretty bare bones amount of content, but the Forge community is just so on it that within like 2 weeks you would have had... Actually, I say 2 weeks. Within 2 days, probably, you know, you would have had fan remakes of all the fan favorite maps, so they would have been put in there, you would have had those maps to play. It's, they made a lot of mistakes with Infinite, but I think not launching with Forge was one of the biggest. They could have just launched with that alone, even if they'd have just made it what it was in 5, you know, which, I say that, like, Halo 5's Forge is fucking extremely good. It's only like 2 steps down from a full-on game editor. But it had nothing. So. I always wonder how much you mean not liking something because it's new versus or actually being bad. Yeah, I must admit, I'm kind of with you on that. I sometimes have that dilemma. And I think with Infinite, though, it's just... here's the thing with Infinite. It's not bad. Mechanically, that is not a bad game. Far from it. It's just, they, you know, they released at most 2/5 of a game when it launched. And they definitely, like, the progression system stuff, I don't give a shit about. And that's what, it's funny, that's what everyone was complaining about when it launched, was, you know, the progression system. My complaint was, where's the rest of the fucking game, bruh? So they messed that up. It's just that they put out a game far too early that was just not ready. That game needed, I would say, at least 2 more years in development before they should have released it. But they released it when they did. And now, it's what, 9 months after that game's come out? No, like, no, 10 months? Yeah, like 9, 10 months. And, yeah, I'm sure it's probably got a pretty good player base, but no one really cares about it, you know, in the grand scheme of things. And that's just it's a real shame that that happened. So, Halo has a lot of dedicated fans. Yeah, that's what I mean. They should. It's got the fan base to keep it going, but Halo Infinite should have, like, exploded, and it should have boosted, and it should have got more people into it, and it kind of, all it managed to do was kind of tread water, and I just think that's just a real shame, you know, because it's a good fucking game. At the base, it is a very good game. So, back in Halo 4, the only maps I played were fan-made modes and maps. Yep, exactly. Does custom games work yet, by the way? If anyone is actually still playing Infinite, because that was still broken the last time I checked. And again, it's like, how do you not, like, how do you not? How do you not make sure that that fucking works? Like, it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Put her down. Right, there we go. Calm yourself there, buddy. New player face dropped off. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I do remember hearing a while ago that the MCC had more players. Yeah, so it's just it's a cautionary tale. Because, and the reason it's so annoying and it bums me out is because how far off is the next Halo game? Realistically. Because this Infinite was supposed to be, this is the next decade of Halo. That game is a year old almost, and it's still not even fucking finished yet. So, you know, we're probably not going to get another main Halo release for quite some time. So, yeah. It's a shame. But what they've done to my boy, what they've done to my Halo. It's a shame. I feel like there should be at least a couple more Shield guys, but yeah, it is. I reinstalled the MCC on PC because when I get this run done, I really want to replay like all the Halos again. It's been a long time since I've replayed them, so I'm gonna replay all of those. 6 years. Yeah, I mean, it came out last year, right? Halo Infinite, which was 2021. And 10 years, so 2031. That seems fucking insane, doesn't it? To say it like that. We might not get another new Halo game until 2031. Surely not. I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we'll see another Halo game before that. No, I'm doing all the murdering here. Ashley, you can do the manual labor. Actually, no, stop. Can you get her to stop? No, shit. I need to get her to stop. I have 3 siblings living with me. We jump on MCC every day to play a campaign. Yeah. I wish I still had that, but yeah, like offline co-op is a thing of the past now for me. I don't think. Actually, I think there is a mod here, but you know. I can do that. That reminds me, I do need to block that from the chat. Because it's .store now, I think. That's what you need. I need to block, you know, .store, and I'll be fine. Hold my red 9. You know what? Get a nice close-up on this fool. No parasites. Nice. What will they call the next Halo? Will they just call it Halo 7? Or Halo Infinite? Is that an auto mod? Oh, can you do that? Yeah, if you can do that, yeah, by all means. I was just going to add it to my bot as a, you know, as like an auto filter. It still really bums me out thinking of Halo Infinite, though. It really does. That game should have been... It should have been amazing, and it should have been... It should have been so many things. You know, it should have been an amazing game, first and foremost. They could have had an amazing campaign. They could have retroactively made Halo 5 at least make sense, but they didn't. They could have had the best firefight mode. They could have had the best forge. They could have had the best customization. They could have had the best multiplayer. That game could have been everything and more. And it was... And they just... They put out this, like, starving corpse of a game instead. Oh, man. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. But, you know. Halo Reach 2. Yeah, that's what the next Halo game is going to be. Halo Reach 2. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, they probably will. Yeah, you're right. They probably will just call it Halo. Yeah. It's a reboot. You know. I'll be 28 in 2031. 28 is young, man. Wait, still very young, 28. They need to go inside Halo finishing the fight or something. Yeah, again, finishing the fight again. Or here's an idea. Stop making them. Make something new. Wait, as much as that is painful, but you know. You know what? If they just call the next Halo game Halo Infinite +1, like, I think I'd buy that out of respect. Just because that would be, like, the most hilarious title ever. Halo Infinite +1 on the box. That would be just the best game name in history. But yeah, they should have just stopped. Make something new, you know. They could actually, yeah. Yeah. I've read a few of the Halo books, and some of those would actually, like, transition very well to games, but I don't know if they will. They're never going to stop making them. It's just really strange that Infinite has gone the way it's gone. And this may be a hot... I don't think this is a hot take, but I feel like the only reason Halo Infinite lived at all is because the multiplayer was free to play. Hashtag just too based. But I think if that game had come out and you had to buy it, like, I wouldn't have got it for one. Real talk. The only reason I played it day one, multiplayer, was because it was free to play. And I also had a Game Pass trial, and that's how I played the campaign. If that game was, you know, mandatory, you know, full price purchase, like, that game would have been dead right out of the gate. 100%. Because they love to tout all those numbers, you know. We had 1 billion people playing this game day one. I think, yeah, dude, it was free. Like, you know, of course it had amazing numbers early on. You didn't have to pay to play it. Like, not that that's a bad thing. It's just, you know, it's I think it's, you know, you have to keep that in mind when you're talking about, you know, we had this many people playing. I think, yeah, the barrier to entry was 0, so of course you did. DMC, DMC. I would love a sequel to that game. Maybe we'll get one, man. You never know. 10 years ago, if you'd have said we're gonna get a Devil May Cry 5, I think a lot of people would have been like, bruh, no we're not. We're never gonna get a DMC 5. But we got one. So, who knows? I would really like a sequel to that though. I quite like DMC. Yeah, I mean, I bought the campaign, not worth 60 euros looking back. Yeah, the campaign is fucking terrible in that game. I don't know how people walked away from that campaign thinking that it was good. It was fucking awful. It's only a couple of steps above 5, in my opinion. Like, that Halo Infinite campaign is garbage. It has no fucking story. The open world stuff, yeah, it's fun, but the novelty wears off real fucking quick. It's such a bare bones campaign. It's like you can just slap. It's like that thing you can slap open world on almost anything, and that's enough for most people. It's just, you know, it's Halo, but it's open world. Oh my god, it's the best thing ever. Like, not really. We had 1 billion people playing day 1. Now we have less than. Now we have less people playing than our 40 game. Yeah. I can't wait for DMC 7. I'll play the next Devil May Cry for sure, but man, I hope they go back to DMC 1 style. Again, they're not going to, but I'd like to see that. Oh, what's up, Baron? What if the Halo anime was adapted into a game with scenarios where cult is a must? I've not seen the anime, but anything new, I'd say like Halo being kind of anchored to Master Chief doesn't really help either. Right, I am going to go and get a cup of tea. We're going to have a quick break for a brew. Has anyone seen the Halo TV show? By the way. Has anyone seen that? I have heard not great things about that. I had a pack of crisps the other day, and there was like a month's trial of Paramount Plus on it, and I was thinking, I could watch the Halo show with that. But I've heard it's like genuinely god awful, so I don't know whether to bother. I don't know whether it's worth bothering with. All right, man, we're still kind of strapped for space
Welcome. Here. Got a selection of good things.
That's
on
kind of why
sale,
it's not
stranger.
all about the Master Chief. Yeah, I think, and that's why I really liked Reach. Reach is one of my favorite Halo games for that same reason. Is that, you know, you can make it like Reach. I think is proof enough. You know, you can make an amazing Halo game without the Master Chief in it. It's doable. You know, you can do that. Right, I will keep that because it's a full heal. All right, quick break for a brew, and then I'll be back. I have a bad feeling about DMC 6. They keep touting 5 as the end of the Sons of Sparta arc, and I have this bad feeling that in 6, whenever it's made, they're going to use that to excuse it to either make Dante DLC or... they probably will. Yeah, you're probably right. To be honest, though, if they make DMC 6 all about Nero, I'll say this, as much as I love DMC, I think it is time to put Dante and Virgil to bed. But I don't know if they'd actually ever do that. But I do think it's time. You know, those characters have had 20 years. Like, literally, they have had 20 years. And Nero, I think, is more than capable of carrying on that series. And it gives them time to, you know, they've had their kind of fun, you know, wacky DMCs with Nero. DMC 6 put Nero in like a DMC 1 horror type environment. And that would be kind of cool, you know? You could do a lot with that. You really could. But they won't. They're just going to make DMC 7. They're just going to make DMC 6. Dante and Virgil back for reasons, because it made money. So, but yeah, we'll see. It'd be nice if they made something new. Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go and get a cup of tea. Y'all been chatting. Here we are. Armor abilities were awesome. You know, it's funny how the opinion on armor abilities has changed over the years. Like, remember when Reach came out, everyone like hated them, and then they made them like loadouts in 4. People still hated them. Then they combined them into your abilities in 5, and some people still hated them. It's like you just can't please people with that. So it's time to let Nero have his time. It is 100%. I really hope that's what they do with DMC6, but they probably won't. Yeah, on that though, like, the styles is what I'd like to see go. They've had, like, that's 3 games have been styles. I would like to see them have just an overall ability set. I didn't care for Nero in 5. They need to extend his kit more. Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think they should make Nero the focus so they can do that with him finally. You know? And I think that's what they like, because as long as they keep including Dante and Virgil, Nero is always going to kind of be second fiddle. So there we are. Right, I defend Halo 4. Halo 4 multiplayer. Maybe this is a hot take. Halo 4 multiplayer was never bad. It was never bad. It just was not, typical Halo. But I played a fair bit of that. And I must admit, I don't know if anyone played a lot of Halo 4, like, day one. Playing Halo 4 with, I say this though, although the last time I played Halo 4, people still, don't look at their radar, because I was still using Promethean vision. That was my go-to one in Halo 4, and yet, when people use that, you're pinged on the radar, and yet the amount of times I do it and just walk right up behind people and kill them, I think, man, that guy's not looking at his radar. But yeah, week 1 Halo 4, Promethean vision and damage boost as your buffs was fucking glorious, because you were just destroying entire teams. Like, I think it was it 7 kills, I think, to get a damage boost? And then, you 3-shotted people with the DMR. It was fucking amazing. Oh, man. You were just fucking people up. It was just merciless, man. It was a massacre. Week 1. With the bolt action. Although I'm not sure if the damage for this is, enough to just... Yeah, I think the damage just kills them outright. Yeah, Halo 4 definitely had some problems. The map variety early on was chief among them. That game had fucking 2 maps, I think, at the start that people actually played. But mechanics-wise, really good. Even after all these years, though, I don't know if anyone else agrees, I still can't make my mind up whether or not the Halo 4 battle rifle sounds awesome or terrible. I can't decide. Because there are times where I think it sounds great, and other times where I think, ugh, I don't like it. I prefer the Halo 2 BR sound. You can also get ordnance off assist points, yeah. Yep, and getting assists in Halo post 3 was mad easy. You basically had to look at somebody and you'd get an assist. But, still. early days Halo 4 was fucking fun, man. You were just fucking people up. Yeah. Tell you that. Nice. I think Series X is so nice. I can have more than 3 games downloaded. You're kind of making me want a Series X. Stop it. Microsoft aren't getting my money. But I would like one. I would. Be cool. All the NG and all the DMC. Literally got the Dead Rising. Oh, no, you need to play the Dead Rising games. Oh, Dead Rising's fucking fantastic. I still have 3 to play. But 1 and 2, really good. I always use the Carbine. The Carbine is really good. Yeah. Carbine. I think the Carbine, ever since Halo 2, especially in multiplayer, mad underrated. That thing was a beast in 5, too. Oh, I loved the Carbine in 5. That thing was a monster. It was so good. Even the, I don't know if did anyone play a lot, anyone play Warzone much in 5? There was the, like, you had the 2 Carbine variants, and even the mid-tier variant was ridiculous. It was like full auto, pretty much. It was so good, man. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not worth getting an Xbox Series X. It's just, I have quite a bit of YouTube money saved up, because I don't really use my YouTube money for much, because I just kind of save it for stuff. And then, you know, if I ever want to get something a bit outlandish, I usually use that. But the next thing on my list is I really want a new graphics card, and I think I will get more enjoyment out of that new graphics card than I will a Series X. In the rear. Have you never played this before, Blue? Was this your first playthrough? I mean, I'm skipping all the cutscenes, so story-wise, you won't get many spoilers. But you know, you will know what's coming in terms of encounters. Hey, what's up, Dave? I stacked a bunch of Xbox cards with the plan of getting a Series X a while ago. Yeah, I mean, I'll get one eventually, 100%. You know, sooner or later, I'll definitely get a Series X. But they're I don't know. Actually, Black Friday's not too far off, is it? You think they might, you know, they might, if they do like a good deal on a Black Friday, maybe I might get one then. I don't know. I just wouldn't use it. That's the thing. I know I wouldn't actually use it that much. So I don't know. I already got a PS5, and I don't really use that either. So, I mean, I will when God of War comes out, which is not too far off now. I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. That should be a good game. That should be a good time. That's kind of what, yeah, that's always the notion I've got with Dead Rising 3. But it still looks pretty good, though. How rude, man. I'm trying to enjoy my brownie here. And these fuckers just won't leave me alone. If I ever get the time, I'm definitely going to test that theory on the scopes. I really feel like the scope reduces the hitbox of the bullet. I'd only use it for the enhanced backwards compatibility. It's annoying how much of an incentive that is for me. You know, I want a Series X to play old games better. But it's true. I really do. I really want to play The Darkness on, you know, solid 60 FPS. Like, I would enjoy that. Yeah, that's true. I do wonder. We talked about this the other day, I think, too. Do you guys think we'll see, you know, mid-cycle refreshers this time, like we did last time? Do you think we'll get a PS5 Pro and an Xbox Series X? Which is probably not what they'll call it, but, you know. You know what? It'd actually be really funny if they just called the Xbox Series X, like Pro, if they just called it Xbox Series XY. Like, that'd be pretty funny. Like, it's like, what else are they gonna call it, really? The Xbox Triple X. Don't even try it. Yeah, I have a feeling on that too. If we do, I think it will be a lot later than last time. Because I think these consoles are probably going to have some legs. I think this generation, I think, will be longer than the last one, for sure. Probably not. I don't think it'll be like 360 era long, but I think it'll be at least a year longer than the last one. So, watch HD Popeye of the in-game CRT. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, on that point as well, Rhett, like, what's the... I'm trying to think. Because God of War is coming out on PS4. Horizon 2 came out on PS4. We haven't really got, you know, a full-on, like, ground-up next-gen game yet. So, yeah, I wonder what the first... That's a good question. What was the first one of those on the last gen of consoles? Can anyone remember? What was the first PS4 exclusive and Xbox exclusive that was only on, you know, like that was only on Xbox One, PS4? I can't remember. I would have to look that up. Make a digital version of the Series X. They probably will. Yeah, because that's why I asked. Because according to, if you follow the PC space at all, there isn't much in the pipeline in terms of like huge advancements, you know, tech-wise. So, you know, it makes you wonder, you know, what's next. Whereas the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro were substantially more powerful than the base unit. You fucking wish. Bitch. 100%, even if they don't have... Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, probably. I just think, again, you got to take off the enthusiast glasses. But the average person... Once the average person has had, like, their PS5 or whatever for, say, like, 4 years, even if it was only, like, a 20% increase, they'd probably be like, yeah, cool, you know, I'll sell the PS5 and buy that one. Because I feel like that's what a lot of people did with the PS4 Pro and Xbox. Like, they just sold their old console, you know, as a way to, like, partly pay for the new one. PS4 had Knack. Knack rings a bell. Killzone, Shadowfall, and Rise. You're probably right there, actually, yeah. I think you are, yeah. Killzone, Shadowfall, and Rise, Son of Rome. I have Killzone, Shadowfall. I have yet to play it, though. The line is you know what, man? I really want both. I want the screwdriver, and I want the backpack. I really do. Even though I already have... You know, I already have a screwdriver. I already have a really nice screwdriver. And I already have a bag. Although, I do need a new backpack. I do. I do need a new backpack. But yeah, 250. That's an expensive bag, that is. But it just seems, you know, incredibly well made. So, and I don't think the screwdriver is that bad. Like, you know, if you only ever was to buy one screwdriver, you know, it's not too bad. Like 70 is not like an obscene amount of money. But I already have like a pretty kitted out toolbox, you know. Like, I've got good tools for the most part. But yeah, I really want the backpack. That's what I want. I want that rucksack. Like, it just seems so insanely, like, over-engineered, but I love it. I love that. The community project adding ray tracing to older games has my interest. Be cool. I think you can have a PS2 situation in all honesty. There's like 12 different versions that all look the same but have minor differences. Yeah, maybe. Killzone peaked with Killzone 2. Ooh, I don't know about that, man. Killzone 2... Killzone 2 is hella good, but... You know what? I don't know. Killzone 3 is fucking good. And Killzone 3 definitely has a better campaign. But... Killzone 2's multiplayer is... sadly... lost to time, but... Man... I did not... There isn't a multiplayer I played more on release than Killzone 2. That was unfucking believable for the time. It was so good. Anyone that remembers vanilla Killzone 2, just... Man. And I can't believe that they killed it. They patched it to play like 3. And I like 3. Like, 3's is definitely more like run and gun, but 2's just had a fucking weight to it that just felt amazing. Man. Killzone. What a game. What a game that could have been if it was multi-platform. But sadly it wasn't. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot that. Shadowfall looks pretty good. I've just not got around to playing it yet. So... I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty, that screwdriver looks pretty good, so, I won't mind it. It's just, say, that's the thing with tools, you know, I've already got a lot, so. Is the screwdriver just for electronics? No, it's just a multi-bit screwdriver, you know, you could use it for anything. I mean, I think it's definitely sort of geared more towards, like, tech, but, you know, a screwdriver is one of those things. You should have a good screwdriver, you know? I remember when I moved in with my old roommate, like years ago, she didn't own a screwdriver. And I found that really baffling. I thought, how can you not own a screwdriver? Like just a simple Phillips head screwdriver. Surely you have one somewhere. But she was like, no, I don't own one. I thought, wow. That's weird to me. So, Killzone 3 with the AI could revive you. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Killzone 2's single player with the AI, like, oof, man, not great. But man, Killzone 3 is a fucking great game, though. I think Killzone, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If it was multi-platform, it would have been a heavy hitter in the... I'll say this. If they were multi-platform, you'd still be getting Killzone games. For my money. Like, 100%. Like, you'd still be getting them. But they just were, you know... They were just locked to... They were locked to a platform that, you know, didn't have great online at the time anyway. And a platform that was, you know, not the one most people had. Can you imagine... Man, fucking hell. Can you imagine if the 360 actually had Killzone 2? In 2007... No, 2009, sorry. In 2009, you would have had Gears of War, Halo 3, Modern Warfare 2, Gears 2, and Killzone 2 on one platform for multiplayer. Like... I mean, you know, like, nobody would have got a PS3. So, is cursing okay here? Fuck yes. Yeah, dude, I like having different versions of tools. Screwdriver isn't on the list, so I check it out. Yeah, but a good multi-bit screwdriver. Everyone should own one. Same thing with a set of Allen keys or Allen wrenches. You know, you should own a set of those. A good set. You know, you should always have them. Okay, no nades here. Yes, Allen wrenches are. Yes, they are. Don't use the one. Don't keep the ones that like furniture comes with. They're made of cheddar. They're garbage. Like you can barely use them once, and then you know the ends get all mangled and they don't fucking work anymore. You know, get a good set of Allen wrenches. And hex ones too. Get some hex ones. You'll need them. Like, at some point, you'll need them. You will need them. This bit's been going pretty well, seeing as I hadn't got the TMP. What else is a good tool? Let's talk about tools. Why not? What's a good tool that you should have? One of those like spirit level set square combos. You should have one of those too. That's an amazing bit of kit to have. So good. That is... Whoever thought of that, fucking genius. That's the random dog, so... Come on. That was close. I was playing Killzone 3 in a firefight. I died, paused the game because shit, that's on. I didn't want to immediately try again. I didn't know the AI could remind you. Yeah, it could, yeah. It can. The AI in Killzone 2 is actually, like, quite good. In Killzone 3, sorry. In Killzone 2, the AI is fucking terrible. So, that's why the single player is, like, not nearly as fun. Pliers, yes. Preferably spring-loaded. Spring-loaded pliers is good. And needle nose pliers, you know, narrow pliers. You should have a set of those too. Molly grips as well. I'm just going off like all the tools that have like saved my bacon over the years. Molly grips are really good. I don't know. I think they're called vice grips in America. I think that's what they're called. They're kind of hard to describe. They look kind of like an adjustable pipe wrench, but they're clamped and threaded, so you can like lock them in and then lock it. So hence vice grip, I guess. Actually just did the dogs no damage without the TMP or grenades. So, you know, that's not bad. I'll take that. So. First good set of Allen wrenches. I felt higher class. I won't lie. Yeah. It's just one of those weird things, man. I think you accumulate stuff. Like I'm not a DIY enthusiast. I do like it, but you know, there's a job. There's no such thing as a hard job if you have the right tools. I think that's a very good philosophy to live by when it comes to doing anything. You know, if you haven't got the right tools, a job is significantly harder than it should be. If you've got the right tools, then any job can be easy. So, get the right shit. Oops. 500 grand. Oh, of course, I've been selling hand cannon ammo. I was gonna say, where the hell have I got that much money from? It's all the hand cannon ammo I've been selling. So, I just got one of those computer kit bags on a deal, included most of the stuff I needed. Wire cutters for setting up my ceiling fan lights. Oh, nice. Oh, on that note, like on the multi-bit screwdriver, a precision screwdriver set too. Get yourself one of those. They're good shit. I used one of those quite recently to save my ass, and I was like, "Yep, I've got one of those. I can sell some more."
Welcome. Got a selection.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, it's weird. I think most tools nowadays aren't that expensive, even, like, really good ones. I remember, for example, when I was a kid, my dad had these drill bits from when he was, like, when he used to work in engineering, and at the time, I think they were about £20 for one drill bit. For a single drill bit was, like, over 20 quid. Because they were, like, you know, they were, like, rock hard. They were, I don't know what they were made of. They would have been, like, some kind of steel. And at the time, you could get, like, much cheaper sets of drill bits, but, you know, they were crap. Like, you know, they weren't durable at all. Whereas now, it seems like everything is just the same. The last set of drill bits I got it wasn't expensive, and I've been using them for years, and like they're still going strong. And yet, you know, I think it was maybe for about 17, 18 pounds, I think, for like the whole set. Whereas, you know, it would have cost you that like for one, you know, 20 years ago. Did I sell my grenade? I did. We'll hand cannon them. I was gonna say, one of these guys is gonna hit me. No way. Where the hell is this guy? Sit down. Calm yourself, boy. Who's that? Yeah, I should have saved a grenade for that room. You want a hand grenade? So, he's so excited. He is. He's having a grand old time. Nice. Can't remember on that note. It might have been one of the Adam Savage videos on like a tour of his workshop. But someone asked him like a top 5 tools. And I thought, man, I don't know if I'd have mentioned that prior to hearing it. But in his top 5 was a pencil. And I thought, oh yeah. Like, it's something that not many people would probably think to mention. But it makes a lot of sense, you know. You do need a pencil, pretty much for anything, you know. Anything that requires measuring, you're probably going to need a pencil. And yet you wouldn't think, you know, you wouldn't think to keep one around, but there's always a tool, there's always a pencil in my toolbox. Right, okay, there's not nearly as many green herbs as I was thinking early on. But, yeah, exactly, yeah. So you think of any job you do, you know? Any job you do that involves measuring, like, you know, you probably use a pencil, don't you? But you don't think about it. You don't think about it as a tool, so to speak. Get off my ladder. This is my house. This is my castle, motherfuckers. I own this castle. I've got the deeds. I have got a life for you. I was thinking, I don't really want to do the next bit with the hand cannons. It's kind of risky. Right, what time is it? Man, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, I think we'll do the Ashley segment. I'm actually going to make a save here, because I could do with the save to practice that. Bruh. Are you kidding me? Here, I don't know if anyone knows, does anyone know when Invincible Season 2 is coming out? I don't know if anyone's watched that on Prime. If not, you probably should, it's pretty good. But it seems like that was announced ages ago. And Invincible was what? 2 years ago now? Like getting on for 2 years, I think? Because I watched it last year, if I remember right. And yet, haven't heard anything about Season 2. Which seems weird. Motherfucker, like, essentially pre-firing on you. I love that animation. It's so good. I read a comic. Yeah, I didn't know it was a comic until it was on Prime. But I'd like to see a season 2 of that. It took me a while to finish that episode, though. If anyone's not seen Invincible, I won't spoil it. But the first episode is kind of slow until it isn't, and then it's really not slow. And I started and stopped watching that like 3 times. You know, I think I got like 20 minutes through it, and I thought, like, you know, this is kind of whatever. And then went back to it. Got to about 40 minutes through it and thought, still not really feeling this. and then I think I was talking about it with Gabe, and he was like, nah, trust me. He's like, just finish the first episode. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went back and watched it again. And then I got to pretty much about 30 seconds prior to the thing. And I thought, whatever, I'll finish this tomorrow. And then I finished it the next day and was like, holy shit. I was not expecting that. It's, that show goes away, I think you don't expect. So, pretty cool. Here's a question, actually, for anyone that reads comics. I don't really, there's no comic book, like, store anywhere near me. What's, like, an easy way to go about, like, reading comics in this day and age? Because there must be a digital way to read comics, right? Is there, can you get those on, like, Kindle? Because I do have access to that. There hasn't been a comic book shop near me in, like, a long time, so... I don't even know where to start in terms of actually getting physical copies. I would imagine you can buy them online, but I wouldn't know where to look.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
There's a crossbow guy. Oh, your horses. Oh crap, I wanted to make a save here. Hang on. Yeah, I wanted to make a save there. Because I want to practice that, I want to practice that with Ashley. I can overwrite that save, I don't really need it for anything else. Nice. I'm not going to bother doing all that stuff again. Shut up. I'm here. Don't rush me. I'm a perfectionist. There we go. Is it just me, or do those bars look thin enough to where she could actually just, like, crouch and get out of them? Like, the next time I look at that, I'm gonna have to check. Because I feel like the one at the bottom is like it's only just like below her knees. So couldn't she just kind of like lean back and like put her feet underneath it and just like slide down the wall and get out of it? You know, she's not thinking. Yes. I'll save you in a minute. Not doing that on the run, but... Yeah. Right, where are you? Take that. I do like how she's hitting them. She, like, whacks them on the back. Kick him in the balls. Like, what's she doing, man? I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's... Where are you going? Right. We do need a strategy here, so... no worries, fine. I'll catch you later, dude. I'll be, we'll be having a proper run tomorrow of, you know, kill all. Oh, man. I did not know that if you'd have asked me if there was a typewriter here, I would have said no. So, that's great. Oh, thanks for the follow, Fran. Right then, so. If I can do that, and then, like, you know, bait them to attack me. Where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. Oh, that's cool. This guy's some Okazumi. Does anyone get that, by the way? I'm curious if anyone gets that reference. If you're into fighting games, you probably will. Oh, man, that was close. But I didn't get hit there. So. Can you open that? No. You know one thing I do like about the remakes, though, and some people hate it, but I don't know. I think it's really good. is on the, you know when you go onto the maps and it tells you like if you've missed something in the area you're in. I love that. Like as someone who is maybe unnaturally obsessed with like getting every item, I love that you can just check the map and be like, oh yeah, there's something missing in this room. All right, well that seemed to work pretty well. Do these guys ever drop... I don't know. Did they ever drop money? I don't think they do. So. Avoiding the heiress? Yes! Someone knows. Yeah. It was, Brady... I can't remember what tournament it was from. But Brady and Heiress were on commentary. It was a Bradyism. He says, what's for Okazumi? And he's like, Okazumi? He's like, what? What are you saying? And Heiress now, like, has adopted that as well. Like, sometimes when he's on commentary, he'll say that, like, on purpose. He'll be like, what's for Okazumi? And sometimes, his commentary will be like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Like, they don't actually know what it's from. It's pretty funny. It's a cool little Easter egg. I do like Heiress. He's one of, if not my favorite commentators. He's whatever game he's commentating, like it's always manages to be funny. He's got the perfect balance, I think, of, you know, being like a generally like decent commentator, but also just that little bit of a troll. No matter what he's commentating, like he'll always kind of take a jab at the game. I like that. It is funny. Right. So there's no more herbs here, is there? Oh no, there's the yellow herb. I've not actually read what that says. Discover truth in sacrifices and its principles. Alright. They should change that to the red 9 is better than the blacktail. That's going to be in my fan mod of RE4. The red 9 is the best pistol. And that's final. Now, I'm just going to wait for these guys because there have been a couple of times where it's been a little bit close, just running straight out the door. I've got to remember to not overwrite this save, though. Because I do want to finish this run. It's just a fun little experiment. Wait, hang on. Where's the... Oh, no, I forgot the yellow herb. That's, it's back here, isn't it? What scrub? Punisher fans... I mean, I like the Punisher, don't get me wrong. The Punisher is the coolest pistol. It is. Because of the whole, you know, bullet penetration thing. But if we're talking, you know, objectivism, the Red 9 is the best pistol. And the Red 9 is also the second coolest pistol. So, Punisher is cooler. I just wish the Punisher did more damage. Like, if the Punisher did more damage, it would be a serious contender for the best pistol, but it's so weak. It's such a weak gun, you know, like bullet for bullet. It's just such a weak gun. Does have a cool noise though. Sounds like a laser gun almost. I just thought I'll go and get the herb in the Broken Butterfly room here, because otherwise I'll probably forget on the next when I come back to this run. So we'll do that and then I'll save, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I think I might start my dinner. Got myself a chicken to roast. Not had roast chicken in ages, and I thought, you know what? I fancy roast chicken, so I got one. 100% hit ratio. Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, I thought, when you rescue Ashley, that's not a new chapter, is it? I thought I didn't shoot anything in that chapter, but yeah. Okay, we're filling up a little bit here on eggs and health. Oh, there's still a green here. Okay, I'll combine those because Yeah, there we go. Nice. Gotta have an organized case. Can't have a disorganized case. Do you know of the Spinel and the 4-3 in the nest? I'm not great with chapter numbers. 4-3. What's 4-3? What chapter is that? Is that the minecart chapter? Also, what's up, Julius? Because if it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, I know what you mean. But I can't. Yeah, I've never been good at remembering chapters, which is a blow up with how many times I've played this game. But it's just never something I've taken note of.
Mátalo.
That's a funny animation. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I help you guys? Hold my red 9. What are these guys doing? Wait. Is he dead? Shot him in his helmet. You should have got a better helmet, buddy. Put that down. Calm yourself. Oh yeah, I've already done that. There's a green herb in here, actually. Isn't there? Money. Here's a random question. Does anyone follow any, like, metal forging channels on YouTube? Because there's it's weird, but I found a couple of them a while ago, and they're just oddly satisfying to watch. And you can make something called Nordic gold, and it basically looks like gold, but is not actually gold. And I was thinking, if you wanted to make like a prop for the gold bars of RE4, that would be a relatively inexpensive way to do that. You know, be a cool little prop to have, like some RE4 money. That'd be cool. I used to. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're just oddly satisfying. I don't know. Something you don't often see. Just liquid metal is kind of cool. Like being able to pour metal. It's just one of those things. It's just really satisfying to watch.
Follow me.
Chop chop. Right. That's another red and green. I am relatively confident I haven't missed any herbs. There isn't nearly as many greens as I thought, though. That's what? 12 greens? You know, as in, like, 3 greens, so. I've seen Martillo Workshop on Twitch. I don't know that one. I'll have to check that out. Same with blacksmithing as well. Blacksmithing is really cool to watch. Just the process, start to finish, of someone, like, making a blade, or a... Well, not necessarily a blade, but you can you can make a lot of things. But it's just cool. It's an interesting thing to observe. Same thing with glass blowing. Like, seeing people make things out of glass, like, that is so cool. It's just such a cool thing to watch. How they, like, control, like, molten glass. I think that looks awesome. Right. There's no health down there, so... we shall mosh on. And yeah, tomorrow, keep an eye on Discord, because if I start early, I'll post it in Discord. I am going to keep that save, though. I don't need that anymore. And yeah, we're going to try the full run tomorrow. Hopefully. Not gonna lie, if I could get it first go, that'd be pretty sick. But I don't know. That's like when you do anything like this, if I can do it without getting fucked over at least once, I'll take that. So, you know, we'll take it. But I'm not holding my breath. Who is on? Oh, Sunshiny's on NG. Speedruns before. Alright. Well, we'll go raid Sunshiny. Why not? I actually don't know if he's got a capital S in his name. He does, I remembered. But yeah, we'll try a full run tomorrow. Goodbye, YouTube archive channel. I've just remembered that I'm recording, so peace.